أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبد الله ورسوله صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه أجمعين بعد الأمر لالو البدع ودام أفنان يوم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته أني تفسير لمو بسورة النجم مكية مكسور لمو aya taworo anin fula ni soro ko maka sorol be nyamin fanan akida bunda tafundo limanaya aje male bitawa dron ni aje ko ay suratu najm katu alaye kali lolole la kuma kan folo min be soro kon wala mu wan najm dum lolole ko ala ko ngan kali lolola سبا من سكالنك بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أنا أفهم من سبا من سكالنك.
Good day, viewers. Thank you for tuning in Kuwanku TV. I am Aisha Tusedi, your host for the day. Today we have a special guest here. She is a grade 9 student who scored aggregate 7 in her junior school. So it has caused a celebration for her in her house, and her father have honored her with a cow as a celebration that has been going on in their house today. So let's hear from her. We want to know a bit about her before going into the question. So what's your name?
Mariam Saho.
Mariam Saho. All right, Mariam Saho, this is your first time having an interview, right? So make sure you feel comfortable. Don't feel shy. We're all humans, right?
Yeah.
Just feel comfortable with us. So how do you feel today? How do you feel?
I feel very excited because
All right.
all the family is celebrating me and friends. So
All right.
very happy.
You're very happy. So what do you have to say to your father today?
A big thank you
All right.
to my father for everything. I really appreciate.
Okay. Mariam, we've realized that you scored one of the best grades in your school. And how do your friends feel about that?
They were happy because like we got the same results. Most of them we have the same results. So they were happy.
So can you tell us a bit about this whole journey? At first, I wanted to know what study habits were you using when you were going for school?
Yeah. It was somehow difficult because from house, I had to go to school. So you cannot always study at the school because we were having lessons at the school. So I managed like when we have class, break time, I will study. But like just to recap some things. So after school, I have one teacher. I will go to the lab. I will sleep there for some time. After when I wake up, I will study. If I study there, I go home. So if I come home here, I will sleep until like 12. I will set an alarm. 12, I get up and study. So after I sleep back.
Wow, that's so amazing, guys. Please stay tuned. We still have more juicy information from Mariam. So Mariam, do you have a favorite subject?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your favorite subject and why does it stand out for all the other subjects?
Okay. My favorite subject is maths.
Wow.
And that's because I enjoy doing maths. When you are solving questions in maths, you enjoy it. It gives you energy, give you more energy. So like, I just enjoy it.
So we've realized that in Gambia, many students are facing problems with maths. So you wanted to tell us that the joy of answering question or solving the question is why it stand out as your favorite subject.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So how do you manage your time between your school works and your activities at home? How do you manage it?
Oh, okay. For that one, I work at home. Like we the siblings are men.
Alright.
So like before I go to school, I will just sweep, mop, and after I go to school. So it's grade 9. It's stressful. So I go in the morning. Sometimes I come here at 6. So
6 a.m.
yeah, 6 a.m. So I only work in the morning. if I work in the morning, I'll go. The rest, my siblings will
Will
go.
do the rest.
Yeah.
All right. So, can you tell us some of the challenges you faced while you were going to school?
The challenges are not much because, as I tell you, my siblings are many, so we work on time. But one of the challenges is I am living far away from the school, so I should walk from here to the road, and that is far. Sometimes if I go, I will not have car, things like that. Sometimes I will be late for school and I will miss lesson.
Wow. All right. So, Mariama, you've been getting motivations, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, what role do motivation plays in your academic career?
It plays a very important role because sometimes I feel like giving up because grade 9 was not an easy journey. I was with friends that were very intelligent and very fast to catch up things, and I am very slow. So I am with friends like they are very fast to catch up things, and I'm very slow. So I have people that motivate me. Sometimes if I feel like giving up, they motivate me. It really helps me with my education career. Yeah.
So, can you tell us a bit about one or two people that were given the most motivation, like people that motivations were coming from constantly?
And one is my father. He always motivates me because he will always tell us everything I have in this world is for my children.
Wow.
I want you guys to work hard and make me proud. So he will be telling us like how he suffered when he was going to school and things like that. So we want us to do more. Like he will be like the time I was going for school, they were giving me $30 for 1 month lunch, and you guys are having more than $30 for lunch. He will be motivating us using those words to motivate us.
Wow. So, what advice do you have for someone that is going to be following your footsteps later, or someone that you know it's going to also be in grade 9 very soon? What advice do you have for them?
The advice I have is let them study smart because like studying hard sometimes may confuse you. So let them study smart and let them not only study smart, let them understand what they are doing. That is very important. And let them believe in themselves. In everything you do in this world, if you don't believe in yourself, you cannot do it. Let them believe in themselves, know what they are doing. It all depends on focus and determination.
Wow. So, do you seek help from people or maybe teachers or your peers?
Yeah, I
All right.
I seek help from teachers in the school, and one of them is Auntie Diane. She is a teacher that like sometimes will be motivating us like English is not an easy subject. Continue reading English. SES is difficult. Read it. He helped us a lot, and we have Mr. Jad. He is a TD teacher, but he not only teach us TD. He helped us a lot. Sometimes like he will be forcing us to do something. Like when we will not study, we are tired. You tell us study. You bring questions. You draw blocks and tell us do it by force. Like we should do it by force. Another person is our man. He's my senior. He is in grade 11. But he is the one I did private when I was in grade 8 because he motivated us to do it. He really tried a lot because all our friends, he's the one that motivate us to study hard and make everyone proud.
So, you've mentioned that you did private class in grade, private Gabeke in grade 8.
Okay.
So, what do you overcome and what do you learn during the private Gabeke period that helps you in your the general Gabeke?
It was very difficult because I have to learn things from grade 9 when I'm not there already. So one thing I learned the time I collect my results is like the grades I have, I try to improve on those subjects, yes. And it helped me a lot because I learned more about Gaveti in the private Gaveti.
Wow, that's amazing. So, was the results that you get, was it satisfactory on your side, or do you feel like you need to get more than that?
No, I feel like I need to get more than
More than that.
Yeah.
Really? All right. So, looking back, when you were in grade 8 or maybe 7 or in your primary school, what would be your motivation that now you've already left grade 9? What is something that you think you could have improved if you were in grade 9?
Mm, there is nothing again because I cannot go back to grade 9 again.
All right. So you feel like you've conquered it and that was it.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you have? I would love to go back to this question because I feel like many people are looking up to you. Your family is here, your mom, dad, everybody's here. They're watching you, and then your father has honored you with a cow, which is very weird nowadays because back then in my days, I'm not sure people usually do that. But then I feel like this caused a big celebration for you to an extent that your dad have to birth a cow for you. Tell us deeply how you feel about the whole thing.
I'm very happy right now. Like I'm speechless because what all my friends and family went through is too much. So I'm very happy.
You're very happy. All right, thank you so much. So, Mariam, can you give us a recap on the day you went to collect your results? Can you give us a recap on the whole process? Because I know it's not going to be an easy day for you.
It was
So,
because the day I had the results was out. Like our school, it was out. So the next day we went to take it. I had the results were out. That whole night I did not sleep. I was scared. I don't know, like what will I bring to my parents? That was I was very scared. The day we went to the school, I was crying before I even collected my results. But I was very scared. I don't even know. I cannot even remember what I put on that paper. I just want to know what I had. Like they were printing it, so they printed on it. They were calling names. I can remember I was not even there. I ran away when they were calling me. They called my name and they hold the paper somewhere else. I ran away. I was crying, but Alhamdulillah, it was not up to my expectation. But that's what God wants. That's what Allah wants for me. So I thank God for that.
all right, that's good. So, what field do you want to study now that you finish senior school?
I went to study science.
Science.
Yeah.
So, what's your reason for that? Do you have a reason why you want to study
Like I went to study science because I want to do like medicine.
medicine?
Yeah.
All right, inshallah. All right, so we'll get there, inshallah. Do you have a school that you wanted to do your senior school in? Do you already plan it, the school that you want to do your senior school in?
Yeah. St. Peter's.
St. Peter's.
Yeah.
Or you want to stay?
Yeah.
All right, you want to give it back to the school.
Yeah.
All right, so I hope it was not a pressure on you when you were choosing schools.
No.
All right, that's good. So I know that question is it's supposed to be a bit far, but I would love to know um, which institution you want to go to when you finished the whole school career.
Sometimes I don't like talking about that because nobody knows the future.
Yeah.
So everything is with Allah. So I want to do science, and the main reason why I want to do science is to do medicine. So many things can come. So, anything like that.
All right, thank you. So what's your final statement? What do you have to say to your mom, your dad, your friends, and also to the viewers here? Okay, because nobody knows. We might have junior school students who are watching you and they are not yet in their grade 9, and there are people that are watching you, parents that can use this show to motivate their kids at home, and also kids too might be watching who will get motivated by you. So what do you have to say to everybody?
And to my parents, I want to thank them because they really helped me. I want to thank them. And for those out there who are like in grade 9 and they are going to start for this exam, as I said, believe in yourself, work hard, focus, study smart, and that's it. And always pray to the Almighty Allah to give for Him to give you the strength to be able to study. Sometimes, like you hear people when they are praying for you, they will be like, "Only we cannot only do the praying. You should study hard also." But I believe it's correct. It's not a wrong thing. But I believe when you pray to the Almighty God, with His help, He will give you the strength to be able to study. You can study, do both, study and do not forget the Creator.
All right. Thank you so much for having me here today. Hello, viewers. So this is a continuation of the interview that we had with Mariama. We are currently here with her father, who honored her with the celebration of having her cow for having a aggregate 7 for her junior school. So, Saf, can you please tell us your name?
Thank you so very much. My name is Jali FM Saho.
So, where do you live?
I live in Busumbala, Tintimbatu.
All right. So, Mr. Saho, we've discovered that there's a celebration going on for Mariama. So, why do you feel like there's a need for this huge celebration for your daughter?
I thank you so very much. Anyway, Mariam have done something for me that I think I have never got that in the history of my life. That is to say, the whole Saho Kunda family, from Bansang to Kubato up to Kombo here, no one has ever got a good 7. That's one. In the side of her mom, that is Jawarakunda, from Badin Kerawan to the Kombos here, no one have ever got aggregate son.
Wow.
Right? When you come to Busumbala Tintimbatu, where I live, she was born here. I was here over 18 years. I came here in 2006. There is nobody in this community who have ever got aggregate 7. That's 3 main reasons. And the fourth one was like she sat to the private was, the private garden they call it. And she got aggregate 12. And I did a promise that if she gets aggregate 6, I will get her a cow for her celebration. And then, Alhamdulillah, she didn't get aggregate 6, but she got 7. So I think there is a need be for me to do that for her. Well, Mariam is someone who is very, very smart, very pious. She is very, very smart. And then during the course of her primary education, from the nursery to the primary, no one challenged her for first position in class.
Wow. That's
From the
amazing.
nursery school, she is always on first. So definitely, I think there is always for me to celebrate for her.
There is.
Yeah, I'm a proud father.
Indeed,
Today.
indeed you are. So, how do you support your child's education and academic field? Like, how do you support her when it comes to the academic?
For me, I know I have got a high school education, and then from my high school education, I went into business straight. Along my business, that's the time I studied computer graphics. But I believe that I have no other social security except my kids. I invest on my kids, and I don't have limit in investing in my kids' education. And I have one thing in me: if you like my kids, even if I have my last dollars in my pocket, I'll give you. But if you dislike my kids, don't even look at me. I don't even want to know you. That is me. That's the bad part of me.
Yeah.
My kids are my everything. They are my source of pride. They are my sight. They whatever you can call it. My kids are my everything. Investing in them is like investing in anything I can do in the history of my life.
All right.
Yeah.
So when it comes to studies, we've realized that you do close from school and come back home. So there is a need for studies, and I am sure that with the help of studies, that is why she came up with this good result. So what is one of the role that you played when it comes to her studies?
Actually, if I should tell you, every month I have more than 5 private teachers. I pay over $6,000 every month on Mariam's education. Every month. See, I have different private teachers I pay for. Some comes to the house, others in the school. My kids don't have time to, if I say time, that is to say they do have time to play, but they don't have play that much, to be honest. From school, they are in Dara. From Dara, they are in another class. The one teacher will leave from the house, the other teacher will come in. So that is how I think I played my cards. Yeah.
So we can say that from the things that you said here, we can say that you've set expectations for her and the other kids. So what are some of the expectations that you set for her that she should gain? That is what you expect from her, and that's what you need her or you want her to gain.
Actually, I was expecting aggregate 6 from her. Even the time that the school reported that they have 4 students who got aggregate 6, everyone was eyeing on her, thinking that she's the one that get the aggregate 6.
Wow.
So, but unfortunately, she got 7. But notwithstanding, in fact, I wanted her to do medicine. That's my target. And whether I will sell this roof, but I will make sure that she study medicine in life. That is my take.
Wow.
So those are the plans I set for her, that she should study medicine. And the one next to her, that is Fatima, whom I think can even beat Mariam if she concentrates well. Those 2 kids, I'm indeed very, 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 very proud and very grateful of them. Yes.
So according to Mariama, which was normal, she was having some of the challenges when it comes to school and home. So those challenges that she mentioned was one of the farness of the school from home, and then from home to from the main highway to the school, and then from the main highway to your house as well was one of the challenges that she faced when she was going to school, which was understandable, and every student must actually face one. So what was one of the things that you did to make sure that she was comfortable to an extent that she got this aggregate 7? The challenges that you've stepped on to make sure that she get this thing.
Yeah, actually, what you're saying is very right. From the main road to my house is 1 kilometer, 100 meters. And sometimes you do close very late in the night. But what I normally do is, I have somebody on the main road. Whenever she reaches there, that guy will call me that Mariam is already here. Then I'll go pick her with my car. But if I'm engaged, they will tell me that Mariam is here, so I would give car to somebody to go and pick her, or I will tell her that let's meet, which is not very frequent. But I indeed thank most of those guys, that the guy that stays, the guy who have the, how to call it, the barbing salon at the junction.
Yeah.
Took his time always to call me to tell me that your kid have closed, because she doesn't have a phone. Because I don't want her to be distracted by phone. So that was the reason why I never give her a phone. But for now, I gave her a phone because I know, the phone doesn't necessarily mean if you have phone you can get a better education. But man, sometimes the way you think varies. What I was thinking in those days was like, if I give food to my child, she will not get this grade. But actually, I found out that even the food that I gave her, she was using that food to browse, at least to get certain things that she doesn't have with her. And then I make sure that there is 24 hours, how to call it? No, Wi-Fi in the house.
All right.
I provide that 24/7. That is to say, I have a communal anthem on my storage building. So I am paying 2,500 every month for them to get internet. So that at least they will not tell me that we want to search for something that we cannot get. So the idea of going coming is always about, because she got fatigued very easily.
Exactly.
Because if she walks from here to the main road and comes back the same time, she will tell you that I'm feeling sick. But I actually know that she is not feeling sick. But the issue is she's always feel fatigued easily. Actually, that was.
Alright. So when it comes to her school, do you regularly have a conversation or do you regularly communicate with her teachers to know her stand in school?
It's like I'm every day in constant contact with the teachers. As I've told you before, my kids are my everything. Whatever they are into, I know about it. Every now and then I call the teachers to know what they are up to. And even the teachers that are teaching them knows me very well. They know how caring I am towards my kids. So, I think since in the primary school, not even in the middle school right now, since in the primary school, I do go to the school almost every now and then. She's there with her elder almost every week. I'm into the school. Yeah.
So is there any way possible that you've ever felt like Mariama is not going to ever make you feel the way that you will feel? Has it been on like always that you know that Mariama is going to produce this thing that you guys are?
Mariama have never failed me in the history of her life. As I have told you, nobody challenged her on force since I did not say school. So Mariama have never failed me.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then whenever she gets credit, receive her results, she will cry. Because she is always targeting for aggregate 6. When she received the aggregate 12 for the private garden, she cried almost the whole night. I told her, well, you thank God. This is not the final exam. The final exam is also on the way. That was the time I told her that the moment you get aggregate 6, I will buy you a cow for your celebrations.
And which was fulfilled.
Yeah. I really thank God.
Yeah, you did. So, Mr. Saho, what is something that you are going to tell the viewers and the parents that are going to be watching you later, and also anybody that has a child at home? What is one of the motivations that you're going to tell them that they should keep doing as a parent to make sure that their kids are on track, to make sure that their kids get good grades, and that they should always never give up on their kids, just like you did? What is one thing you're going to, or one or two things that you're going to?
I have plenty of those things. You cannot just send a child to school, you say let the guy go to school. You don't want to know what that child is doing. You don't want to buy books for that person, you say the guy go and study. How is he going to study? You have to buy textbooks for the individual. At least let the guy know that teaching in the class is just one aspect of education.
Exactly.
After class, you have to make other research. If you don't have a textbook, how do you go by? I don't take it for nobody. That whoever comes to my house, whether you are a minister's daughter or son, you don't seems to be serious with education, I send you out of my house. I have a belief in mind, as the saying goes, inenetente kitin dilla wandi dilla kula. Never on earth. But I believe my kids are my assets. And the other thing I want parents to do, let parents invest on their kids. It's the best investment. I am not contributing towards social security. I'm a private businessman. My social security are my kids, and I'm very proud in saying that. My social security are my kids. Gambia, the moment you work for government or you work for parastatal, for the rest of your working term or whatever they call you, get pension, who do you go back to? Your kids.
Of course.
To take care of you. If you don't invest good on your kids, what do you expect? You be on the street and beg. But if you sit and fold your hands, that you think everything is coming ready-made, nothing comes ready-made. Nothing comes ready-made. In this community here, there is nobody in this community who will tell you about Mr. Sao and tell you that these kids are not responsible. No. They will say he's very harsh. That one, I like it for myself. Because I'm not harsh on any child, but harsh on my own kids. What do I want from them? The betterment of their tomorrow. The elder is entering into the university, inshallah, this year. So, what do you think?
All right. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a very good move.
We have to. And we have to be talking to our kids. You tell them that, look, there is nothing like this is a man, this is a man, this is a woman. What a man can do, if a woman tries, he or she can also do it. In educational wise. I have only girls, so I'm proud of them. I don't have to believe that you should have a boy, or without a boy you are. No, I don't believe in that. I'm not that type of father. You have boys in the street every day, they are arresting them for thieves or arresting them for smoking or whatever. You have kids that have, alhamdulillah, taking their parents to Mecca. I remember in 2019 in Mecca, one of my roommate told me that the daughter took him to Mecca. Alhamdulillah. So, I'm also proud that I also want, at least if I'm going back there, not from my own coffers now, let it come from my kids. And I pray to God every day that Allah does that for me. So, alhamdulillah.
That's good. Mr. Saho, this is going to be my last question. Since you have a say for the parents, can you give a small say for the students too that are going to be after Mariama, whether you know them or you don't know them, but as a general recommendation, what do you have to say for children that are going to sit for their Gabeke and Waek next year, inshallah?
Actually, you know what I normally tell a child when he's going to school? If you are a student, what is expected from you is to read. I believe that there is nobody who is stupid. It's all left with concentration. If you are focused, you can get anything. But imagine somebody going to school, have another ulterior mode at the back. You think that guy would sit in the class and listen to or understand what the teacher says? Never. Your role is to learn. As a father, my role is to provide what you should get to eat. But what can you do for me? You can't do anything for me. All what you can do for me is to go to the class and sit and concentrate on whatever is being said. That's what I tell my kids. There is nobody who is stupid. It's just left to concentration. If you are concentrated, definitely you get what you want.
That's amazing.
It's not because I don't have money. But I have my kids. And the small money I have, I invest with my kids. And I'm a very happy father.
And a proud father.
I'm a very proud father. I am very pompous in regards to my kids.
Wow.
Whatever you want to tell me, any word that you can use in English to say whether pompous or proud or whatever, I'm happy when my kids are there. We are friends. And I'm sometimes harsh, but sometimes I play with them.
Exactly.
And even if I see you have there is one of my kids who goes to grade 5, and then I will give them chance to go and sit for grade 7 entrance exams. And if they pass, I push them. I motivate them. There is one of my daughter who is presently in grade 6. I told her that if you pass that exam, I will take you straight to grade 7. Unfortunately, she did not. But when I told her, the first time she got 7, second time she got 4, the third time she got 2nd. So trying to motivate kids also is very, very vital in their education. Don't just have to be harsh. You cannot do this. Look at your exams. You all zeros. No. Look at the weak points. Tell the guy, what is your problem? Is it that you don't have textbooks? Or what is the problem with the teacher who teaches you? Sometimes it's not all about the kid or whatever, but sometimes even the teacher that teaches. I have a scenario here. I have one of my kids that I bring a study teacher in the house, but they weren't understanding that guy. About 2 of them. But later on, they came and told me that, Dad, Why don't we change this? Because we are not getting this guy well, and I'm paying the guy. So when they told me, I decided to stop that guy and look for another person. I remember when I was in school, I was forcing myself on geography, which the teacher is this accent the guy have. I cannot understand him, and the guy knows my guardian, so I don't want to fail his subject. So I concentrated more of my time on that guy, and I cannot do it. So at the end of the day, it makes me get bad results in my Form 1, Form 2. So but when I went to Form 3, I decided for my own. Alhamdulillah, I wasn't a best student. I was just an average student. That's what I tell my kids. I was an average student when I was going to school because I went out to go and look for education. I wasn't in my mother's house or my dad's house. So I have a lot of challenges. Every day, if we enter in the car, I told you guys, you see, when I was going to school, my father was sending me $30 for 30 days. Every day was $1. Murotala, Yeretala. I'm very proud today. My kids goes to school with money that they go and come with, and they are happy. And I also pray that maybe their own kids, they will do better for them as well. But what I will encourage parents is, let's look at a child and know what are the difficulties your child is facing. You don't have to put the child in school and forget about the individual. When the results come, analyze it. Me, I have a lot of friends. When it comes to my business, I discuss with them. When it comes to my my kids issue, I have one Mr. Fofana that I will let him go and tell me what is good here and what is bad here. So from there, I will analyze it. Even Mr. Sawa, I do send him some. What do you think? Me, I am a free guy. I don't feel that I should, they say me whatever I normally say my editing. I say fine. What God best time for me, I will get it. That's what I believe I have. So I normally share my issues with people so that at least I will know what is good for me. Yeah.
Mr. Saho, it is good that you have an open mind when it comes to situation regarding your kids and your friends and whatever. And I think this is going to be very helpful for the future, that your kids are going to feel comfortable when they're having issues, and also regarding your friends too and your surrounding neighbors too. It makes works easier, communication, and also attachments when it comes to your neighbors. So we are going to, and I personally, I am going to thank you for that mindset that you have, and thank you so much. We're very glad that we have you here, and I'm very sure Mariama, your daughter, is very proud of you. Likewise, you two are proud of her.
Okay.
So you're watching QOC TV. I am Ashita Saidi.
Yeah, that's we want to do some representations, necessary for everything. So I have one of my colleagues here that I'll tell you. The things are in the list, I also the jam. And today I feel like jam. Me alone have a tirelessly. What is always in support of the kids. So we love to put a small presentation like a thank you membeke alama alejo ala. Ya kata bati. Ni ale bi di nur bebe ulo mulindila. Ala ta ko la ni tita na no lom. Iron Antidana, Miss Mendy, Aline, what's the other guy? Mr. Colley. So, but unfortunately, Mr. Colley is not in our list at the same time, and Miss Mendy. But these two guys.
So, this is the best performance Sawakunda, both in CRR and Combo West Coast region has ever produced. And because of that, Sawakunda is very proud of Mariama Sawo, their daughter, to necessitate this party for her. Because we want all her sisters, her cousins, to emulate her remarkable performance. We want all of you to do even better than Mariama in this regard. So that is why the father and the mothers, they deem it very important to throw this party for Mariama, so that other kids, other sisters and brothers will emulate her remarkable performance. I want to also acknowledge that even her ancestral home, Jaurakunda, has also never produced a resource as good as this. you know, you know. Yes. So that being the case, we are very proud of her, and we hope and pray that this party is going to sort of inspire all her cousins in Jarokunda to do better than this next year. So, and we believe that these kind of things are very important for children, to actually inspire them all the time, to know that if they perform well in school, they are actually preparing a very important future for themselves. Because a good academic performance like this lays the foundation for academic excellence in higher institutions. Because from grade 9 you transit to grade the upper basic senior secondary school, and if you continue to do better in senior secondary school, you can now transit to university. So we want Mariama to go to university, do medicine, and become a medical doctor in the near future. So that's why we want to encourage her and all her sisters and brothers that the only thing you can fight poverty, the best tool you can fight poverty is education. Don't joke with your education. If you educate yourself, your parents are doing everything possible for you, and you have no excuse for not performing well. All of you. If you want to be an independent person, so that you are not a dependent person, you don't depend on people the rest of your life, try to take your studies very seriously. You cannot have any excuse for not performing well, because you have all the parental support. And I cannot conclude this statement without thanking the teachers, the hardworking teachers of St. Peter's, who have actually contributed in molding and also mentoring and also teaching, passing the knowledge to Mariama and all her classmates. We want to really register our profound gratitude to those teachers. Of course, we expect 4 of them here, but as Jali has said, I think 2 of them are around. So we want to actually appreciate your effort, your hard work, and want to thank you very sincerely for the contribution you have done towards the success of this Mariama and all her classmates. Dasta jawar kunda ala katola daban ning kala ala kato dasta jawar kunda kato daban ning so fali kada barin yol be yol kada doctor medical doctor wol ya kanalat yo sa en lafta men forum ni ko atoli din dimul ni programme ni yaje ngak pour atoli financer suma mariama e menke la fal fane ale hamoso do ale aje ko dinu dine niya kata mariama e menke e fana mbo nyonna kala fay tan bol ada sal ko kram atele ka foundation do ki pour so may fane ka fen ya mo doje bi docteur la mat ministre la mat président la mat e be tara karam wol so ni man kara ite kala fendi banko ite kala fendi dunia kon bari ni karanta ibe kala ise ke kuti ise ka makama tiati ise ka lonnati e ka makama mo dunia be se respect nuna dunia be se respect bari ni man kara al fali al dum kara mude ko be la kali fe madda e ka se mamuto la kara muto ino pass al muka lift ni le al ntol birum da
assalamu alaikum ngamobe kontong ito ni kontong ala Today's reminded me the days when Mariama is leading her people in the battlefield and fight for her freedom against enslavement. This was the time when Mariama is struggling to solve her problems. Today, the whole Sawakunda is proud to congratulate Mariama due to her effort. He was doing something for something, to get something, to know something, to have something, to expect her parents to call her something. Today we are here to call you Princess, the Princess of Sawakunda. Today I'm ever proud to say you earn the respect of innumerable people due to your effort and your incomparable results. Mariama, we can congratulate you, Les. She is part of the strongest people. Mariama, we are here to thank our gallant teachers for their unflinching support. We all know that without the support of the teachers, this thing cannot take place. So we thank our teachers for their unflinching support in giving us knowledge and skills to succeed in this life and the hereafter. Honest to God, our teachers really paved a way forward for our future career. Thank you so much for your unflinching support.
We now call upon Mr. Collins. Bakari Jaju. They call him Mr. Iron. We want our peers to give the presentation, please. To lead the presentation, please. Hello. Can you please? Certificate and a small token of money. We now call upon I now call upon my boss to do the presentation for me, please. Ambe mobe tembula mbe jaila. Yimuso mbona dansai. Bolo me alon ka foko akan diwul ko daje ko ben tado for 7 o'clock in the evening. Menga da fo fitiri kola. Afan bala telefono tala kan ko ka ko nyi fele dun tamoto kono. Ni dun tamoto kono ni futala Johnson oto babin salan tiyo men fa lambije o fa yen call kay tan dina ko dindul futatan. So definitely, man penso no kany muso Joe, aning Mr. Koli, Mr. Jaju ya kata bake, especially Mr. Jaju. Hantaran so abuka ni ka di nulgu. Alafta mena renku ay dindin karan di samo wol ko ne penso. Babera ko na Koli so bi da be tan fulan be jayila ya kata bake. Ibela kata nyola tout andel so ba jamar la men wala nyinti ko nyimbu kasorono by magic. For see efforts to try, I don't believe that there is nobody. Me alone can't you are stupid. The only thing is concentration, and you have to be focused. Nimbo be karawle da hakilo ni kudo bita ida karawno wala de bar ni yalon ka fo karawle da si karam muto te mo fembi je o be landi ye nyaati ni karawla so mbal be tentula mbal jayila mo woni nata ja de duwala fanan fo ala simo be fitandi la ko na ko kayra ko bar bi kontan da baake I'm so proud of you guys alhamdulillah ngako mo ndiro ke mo liye dan kunna la tentula al jeng so that's my boss asala so la fa ke kudo le kala C-O-N.
C-O-N-G-R-T-S. You can spell C-O-N-G-R-T-S. Congrats. Yeah, movie mo nga spell. Congrats. 1, 2, 3.